Well, hello there trainers, greetings, KuroBlitz here, welcome back to another video of the Laco Library, and today we are going to see my personal posts on Twitter for the last half of the year of 2024, so without further ado, let's get this started. I did a video for my season 3 of my YouTube channel, trying to see what Ash's teams could battle the Pokédex holders of the Adventures manga. Always nice, always nice. Oh yeah, the OST, I discovered this. The name of the OST for movie 9, in this part, it's Ash, Soldier of Light. Amazing name, by the way. Did a tag with a Pokemon movie. I wrote a movie basically between DP and BW, and it's Ash meeting the Beta Silver Legendary Pokemon. The one that it's the Arcanine in the Viridian Pokemon Center. Gita knows nothing of Laqua, yet Clavel made this face. He doesn't know anything either. Oh yeah, the watchtowers were to see invaders from the Empire days. Bro. Each side will use 2 Pokemon. Yeah, but she didn't have a second Pokemon yet. She probably didn't even battle. She probably didn't even battle, bro. Or maybe this was for the tag teams. Oh, no, this was to challenge the second wave of gyms. And we don't know who they were. So allegedly Sango needs to have like a second Pokemon, or just, she simply stopped caring. She simply stopped caring. The Fountain of Youth. Bro, yeah, this is... Yeah, the Fountain of Youth, bro. Yo, I really love this fight, bro. But I need to avoid copyright. I have this feeling that Dots Quaxley is gonna evolve. Did he evolve? Did it evolve against... It did, didn't it? It did evolve. Yeah, it evolved against Larry. Yeah, like the bird Pokemon evolved against the Flying Elite Four. Yeah. Yo, and with Pokemon from prefectures would be cool. Then I did another video. Yo, yeah, if the Journey's kids did the Terrestrial course, but it's like a Dynamax course. Yo, can you imagine the kids like doing a Dynamax course in Galar? This could have been our road trip in a world where Ash doesn't exist. There are 0 Kalos Pokemon in the Brave Asagi. Bro. Same for... Yo. Kinda cracked, not gonna lie. Do this for... Yo, yeah. Yo, honestly, a Charcadet 3rd stage? Oh yeah, this was, funny headcanons we were making. Like, what story is each character, or what music is each character. Again, I said this in the episode prior, bro. I was so Guzma pilled. He's my boy, bro. Bro, this fake leak was amazing. Love this. It's 2015 and this fan art is circulating your feed, bro. Jesus Christ, man. I made a team for Tobias. Ash's Charizard should have kept that scar on his head, bro. What was Paul doing? Yeah, you cannot do this to us, Iwane, showing a Ricci art in 2020. Bro. It's kind of crazy, isn't it? It's only Go and Clement. What's this? Oh yeah, it's because the contests that May and Dawn participated and won they were all adhering to one of the attributes of contests. That's cool. Dude, again, where were the Elite Four of? I'm just repeating myself with these posts, aren't I? Yeah, go with Venusaur would be cool. Did a video on Pokémon. Did a video on, you know, a Decolor Battle Frontier. If Gym Leader is replaced. If Ash was replaced in other sagas. Yeah, like spoiling Pokemon with movies. What's this? I think this is funny. Conflict in literature. Man versus nature, man versus man, man versus God. Man versus society, man versus self, man versus no God. Man versus technology, man versus reality, man versus author. So, Alola, it's a man versus nature. Kanto, it's man versus society. Johto, it's man versus technology. Sinnoh, it's man versus man. Kalos, it's man versus self. Hoenn, it's man versus reality. The movies, it's man versus God. Unova, it's man versus no God. And Journeys is man versus author. Bro, got a bookmark for this. This is funny. If people changed roles, bro, kind of a cool thing to explore. This team would be so cracked. Dude, this team would have been so cracked. They finally confirmed it was confusion. Yo, Pikachu just tossed that Survivor, bro. Dude, the fact that, you know, man, Chimchar having Dig and continuing to do so after it went from Paul to Ash and being a reference to Wukong, bro, absolutely crazy. These are their aunts. I still add canon that Briar being Trip's aunt and Argenta being Paul's. And I do feel like Argenta was an Elite Four before Aaron, because she has a lot of flying types. Oh, this is what I wanted for Arc 4 or 5. Because the kids were going to echo the DP manga. So it would be like each of them had 2 Pokemon, they would split apart, and upon reuniting, each of them would have, you know, 6 each. But that wasn't done. But alas, already in September, is this going to be a very small part? Only 8 episodes in. 8 minutes, I mean. Yeah, bro. Ash's Charizard was the first firefighting. He learns two fighting moves in 1 episode. Seismic Toss is iconic until it's replaced, but this guy also had Submission. Submission. Yeah, but that didn't last long. And you lost the belt and the balls. Visit Laquia and Kitakami, bro. Shout out to Liam, man. This is amazing. Yo, Ash should have had this drip when he found Meloetta in the wardrobes of Pokestar Studios, bro. Yeah, Arvin, what are you doing here? It was Sucker Punch. It was Sucker Punch, holy shit. Yeah, there was no Blood Moon Ursaluna, bro. There was no Blood Moon Ursaluna. This would be cute. This would be cute. Always credit the artists. Always credit the artists, guy, please. Please always credit them. It would be cool for Liko to have a Farigiraf. That would be nice. Yo, she would have a lot of psychic types. Farigiraf, Hatterene, and Armarouge, bro. I think they're gonna tie. Bro. No, they are not. They didn't tie at all. They didn't tie at all, man. What the hell? What's this? Yeah, episode 67 is just bangers, bro. I don't know what to tell you. Cut, Fly, Surf, Strength, and Flash. No, Rayquaza was Defog, bro. Terapagos is not Defog, it's Rayquaza. Rayquaza was Defog. I continue to say this. Liko should bond with that Snorunt, bro. Like Liko is a very deceiving trainer. Like Liko is a very deceiving trainer. If she had Frostlass, I hope Frostlass gets a Mega. And then she would rival Coral, bro. I'll never forget that one time Drew had a group of soccer moms fawning over him. The Owen series was wild at times. Yep. That happened in 2004. Imagine if Ash brought Snivy to Kalos. Bro, Snivy and Scraggy should have totally gone to Kalos, bro. Bro. Yeah, Professor Willow should have been in Journeys, bro. Why did he have that non-canon cameo in Horizons? Just because of Captain Pikachu's in Pokemon Go, bro. And the Gimme Ghouls too. What's with AG openings putting Ash on random high places? Bro. Bro, they were cooking. I don't know what they were cooking, but they were cooking. Let's see. Y'all for real were guessing MPM 11 when OS 67. Again, episode 67 did it better. Dude, this is so amazing, man. The athletic feats of Ash Ketchum need to be studied. Oh yeah, because he turned the moving vehicle, bro. The Dragonite Cloud. Dude, that was beautiful. This is the episode, and even Pokeforlax said it better. Like, this is the episode that really shows how mystical the Pokemon world really is. It shows that humans are in a fantasy world. Now it's the opposite. Now it's Pokemon being in the human world. Very mundane, very sterile, very vanilla. It wasn't Lucius. With a skirt, it wasn't Lucius. Yo. This is future Liko? Dude, the future Liko shit. Oh my god. We were thinking this was future... Yo, future Liko, what was I cooking? Oh yeah, the index of the starters are different for their natures. It's like beginning, middle, and end. And they are all neutral natures. Which, it's cool, I suppose. It's cool, I suppose. Not everything needs to be a one-to-one immediate to the games. In fact, seeing their characters... yeah, because like, oh, we don't see much of Nemona and Scarvy in Horizons. Like, Penny is barely here and Arven is not even around. And I'm here like, well... It would be cool if this was a sequel, which it is, and then we can see their characterizations outside of their plots. Right? Because look at what happened with the other rivals. I've waited 3 years for Silver and never got Silver, but I got Paul. Worth it. Never got Wally, but I got Drew and Sawyer. Fair. Barry only shows up in the middle of Diamond and Pearl and he's the comedy king. They never follow patterns. Like, look what happened with How and Marnie. Like, they can't do it and they cannot do it at the same time. Guys, for real though, this is Castle in the Sky. This was Castle in the Sky at heart. The epilogue montage. Liko doing the gym challenge. Yeah, the audio drama was cooking because the students were glazing Liko and the others for saving the academy from terrorists, essentially. Bro, 5, it's nearly 6 now. Nearing 6 years. It's nearing 6 years, bro. What are you in Pokemon for? And a lot of... So it's character, story, adventure, battles. People don't really vote much for the battles. Yo. Yeah, my tweet got stolen on Facebook, man. You know you posted good shit when it's screenshotted and placed somewhere else. Discord, Facebook, Reddit, 4chan, you know you made it. You know you made it successful if someone steals your shit. Because it's worth stealing, right? It wasn't Kieran, bro. It wasn't Kieran. But they showed the masks of the Loyal Tree and Ogerpon, right? Kinda wild how Scraggy wasn't present in any of these battles. Slash... Yeah, like, bro. Yeah, bro. Poor Scraggy, bro. Poor Scraggy, and it's the baby. Bro. Oh yeah, the Infernape raid started. It's a rock Infernape because, you know, Sun Wukong was sleeping under a mountain, right? The Infernape Terror raid started on October 4th. That's funny. Honestly, in retrospect, this would be cool, but also Growlithe for Dot would be cool as well because of the hair. And she was the one that interacted with Perrin the most. Okay. Yeah, people are making like OC stuff. The space... Yeah, but they updated photos for the episodes prior, so it wasn't really going to update with characters. Kinda crazy how Roy is the only guy here. This really is a shoujo. Freed walks into the light. Will he switch places with the Crystal Pool Lady? No, but he walked into the light. He walked into the light, man. Horizons really was the earliest to get the 4th opening. Crazy. And now I think it's the only show with a 5th opening. No, AG. AG, right? Let's see the other episodes. No, OS, I mean. I'm so sorry. No, AG. AG got spurt. It's only OS and AG. It's only OS and AG that have, you know, 5th openings. Unless you count MPM as the 5th opening of Journeys. Bro, that's kinda crazy. My tinfoil theory is that the woman with Terapagos is someone related to Spinel. No! And we would later get the 3rd party that's beyond the RVTs and the Explorers. We kinda have, that's a Meteo. we kinda have like a 3-party story now. Yeah, Horizons is slowly giving Dot more time, bro. These were never used in the games. What is this? Like, what is this? What is this? Oh, the Terra Leak. The Terra Leak. Oh, we are reaching Terra Leak territory. We are reaching Terra Leak territory. It's October, so this is probably like the middle of the video. It'll probably be under an hour like how it was with episode 6. Liko was 13 and Roy was 12. Something did fell off. It was too good to be true to the point Rika-san had to speak about it in the original Central League's post that was deleted. Yeah, because they were going to rotate Ash. They were going to use the best 2 Pokemon of each of the series. So from OS Sun and Moon, they're going to use 12 with the Journeys team to make 18 Pokemon. They were going to do that. Even Rika didn't like how Ash, her voice was replaced when they recorded 6-year-old Ash for episode 1 of Journeys. She did not like that at all. Dude, this would have been amazing. What the hell? Not everyone would be used, but better than not being used at all. Yo, the Seitei play, yo. Yeah, it's the ones in the anime. And we see the confirmation of South Kalos and the fact that it was right there, bro. The fact it was right there on the X and Y title card map. I even tried to make like an estimation. Oh, they did like a book. This loosely implies Pichu met Kangaskhan when Ash was 5. and therefore he left her when Ash met Serena at age 7. So Pikachu was with his adoptive mom for 2 years. Bro, what's this? What's this with Blaziken? Oh, he Hawk Latican. He became Blaziken in May and the episode aired in September. Like, bro, it's crazy. It's crazy. A rushed final edition indeed. Indeed. Oh, Celebi from Celebration, because it's a Pokemon from a good future. Oh yeah, this was basically me trying to make a rival for May and Johto. I wanted to use Courtney. The Johto Grand Festival would be in Mount Silver Fair, and Marina would, honestly, yeah, that would be a cool headcanon. Since Drew was born in LaRousse City, his starter Pokemon was indeed Roselia, but he caught as such and evolved. Like, imagine if, like, because we see Munchlax in LaRousse, so it would not be out of the ordinary for, you know, for Drew to meet a Badoo in LaRousse City. High friendship becomes a Roselia, and then he wins a Shiny Stone in the National Park of Johto, and that's why he has Roserade and Necrotique. Harley's starter wasn't Cacturn, it was Igglybuff, and it was a mean baby. It was a mean baby, like Togepi in the manga. The reason why he has Octillery is because he tried to fish a Phoebus to get a Milotic, but he fished a Remoraid instead. Honestly, that's a cool headcanon. I really like this a lot. Yo, can you imagine like a pink blob of destruction, bro? That would be insane. Igglybuff is now part Fairy. Phase, do not play nice, bro. Yo, I was rewatching some Battle Frontier episodes. I'll defeat Mother and keep the honor of the Pewter City Gym. I'll show her I can defeat water types with rock Pokemon. Proceeds to use Onix, who used 0 rock moves but wins anyways. Bro. It should evolve Onix after this, like do a touch trade. The way Silver asks about Ash is out of curiosity, not shock or surprise. Yeah, guys. And they even talk about Pokemon Master here too. So, I don't know. I do not know at all. Team building yet again. Okay, fair, I was team building yet again. Oh yeah, I explained this in another video, that they were doing homages and MPM feels like a movie 24 that we never got. Oh yeah, like the origins of let's look at the origins of Ekans and Koffing. It was mentioned that Jessie received Ekans as a birthday gift, but it was a Shogun gift, like a Japanese festival in the Japanese version, right? And in the dub, they do say that James received Koffing as a Christmas gift from Giovanni, but you know, yeah, in the Japanese they say it was, you know, an Osebo. But man, it's kind of crazy, right? To think that, you know, the origins of, you know, it's a birthday gift. How do you get Ekans as a birthday gift and you get Onix as a Christmas present? But in Japan, it's like, here's a present from a festivity, and here is like something customary for our workers during winter time. It's kind of crazy, bro. That's insane. Yo, I was doing more headcanons for May. What was this? Wait, what's this? Yeah, I was considering giving War Turtle to Max. Yeah. Probably not words. Probably not one of my brilliant moments, but it was an interesting idea, I think. I don't know. Yeah, May got the Johto ribbon every time that Dawn failed to get a Sinnoh ribbon. Because Dawn had 3 fails in Jubilife, in Hearthome, and Solaceon. And the thing is that May evolved Squirtle once and Bulbasaur twice, so she probably got the ribbons because of those factors. The semi-legendary Pokémon appears before those deemed qualified and challenge him for a battle. Upon victory, it's said that the Pokémon drops its claw or fang as a mark of approval. Yeah, Ash is Kahuna worthy, bro. Ash is Kahuna worthy. And again, if the anime followed the plot of the beta game, Ash could have made, you know, gyms in Alola. He would be the Charles Good show of Alola, bro. Bro. Yo, this will be insane, bro. Yeah, it was only Bianca who met Team Rocket. Bro, she was the 4th companion in BW. They should have used these guys in the World Tournament for Ash, man. Yeah. Dude, if Ash defeated Paul in the Sinnoh finals, and the league would last until September, and then you would do imagine this, right? Imagine this. It's getting a lot sunny here, what the hell? Anyways, sorry for any visual disturbances, right? But think about this for a moment. Sinnoh gets some more episodes, DP gets some more episodes, Ash defeats Paul, right? And then his epilogue is going for the Elite Four or something else. The epilogue lasts until March of 2011, right? For example, fall of 2010, it's Ash facing the Elite Four. January and February, it's dealing with Team Rocket in a Heart Gold and Soul Silver fashion, right? Then the Earthquake unfortunately happens, right? But it's just to end off Ash, right? You end off Ash in March 2011, in the eve of the 14th anniversary, right? You basically give Pokemon like 14 seasons. Well, it would be 13 because, you know, Sinnoh League victors, instead of being half a season in terms of numbers, it would be like a season and a half, like Master Quest, right? Right? So, this means that, you know, Unova content would start in April of 2011, the month after the international release, right? And they would have a lot of footwork to, you know, dabble, and they would probably have information of the sequels already. So they would do 15 months of BW and then 15 months of B2W2, and it's like a 2.5-year show. It's a very small show, but honestly it would work, and you would not, you know, need to bet for time with Route 4 filler, and you would probably do not need Decolor Islands at all. I don't know who the protagonist would be, but it would be someone that's not Ash. Pretty certain that during the classic era, yeah, Ash was never stated. In BW, they should have said that he's 15, or don't say his age at all. Say he's 15 because the protagonists were meant to be 16, but they were de-aged to 14. Like, say that Ash is 15, or don't say his age at all. Leave it ambiguous. Don't keep on insisting that he's 10. 8-year-olds watch Dragon Ball and Goku is in his 40s and 50s. Yo, this would have been cool. This would have been so cool. Like, Ash facing the Sinnoh Elite Four in each part of the... Man, this would have been so awesome, bro. Every time I see someone writing a story or making a video, what if Ash woke up or if Ash was smart? Yeah, like, they don't want to write Ash, they want to write their self-inserts, and they want to write Red. Sunsets are instrumental in the 3 acts of DP, they sure are. Look, sunset right now, in my face. In my face right now. From Esprit being called the being of emotion comes the joys and pain of life. Yeah, the departure. Dawn should have gone with Ash and Brock to Kanto. I don't know what to tell you guys. It's the region they're from. If she's to become a top coordinator, she should become a top coordinator in Kanto. Yo, there were concept arts for the Elite Four in the Terra League. And it was for, you know, and you see like Ash and Brock like there. So it's like, man, they were gonna use these guys in the Hoenn series. They were gonna use these guys in the Hoenn series. Oh yeah, Cynthia was saying, oh, if you're challenging the Sinnoh League, you must have challenged like a league before. So it's like, are the people not native to Sinnoh? Do they need to go to another place to battle the Sinnoh League? Like, was the league having like endorsements before Galar? Like, is this why Paul... Like, because I always imagined, like, what was Paul a league re-challenger, or was the Sinnoh League that tough that you needed like prior accomplishments to even you know, be there, you know? Yo, Paul's Indigo journey, the Pokemon that Paul caught and kept, because that, like, this was just, you know, my idea for the Pokemon that Paul, you know, caught and kept, because it's like, it's, how do I phrase this? It's like, Paul has a very small team for someone who traveled a lot. So at least to me it's clear that a lot of the Pokemon that he caught, they were released or given away after they lost in the leagues or in a lot of battles. Like, for all that we know, one of Ash's Pokemon was most likely Paul's for one time. Maybe it was Squarfish. Like, yeah, you're strong, but I cannot handle you. Yo, this would have been so cool, man. This would have been so cool. Yeah, Lapras was scarred by Cleavor, man. Yo, this would have been insane. This would have been insane. Like, Pikachu being paired with other 5 for each battles. Honestly, I would have sacrificed Gudra and Noivern to get, you know, the peanut dragon. Ash doesn't have any grass types in Kalos and no water types in Alola. Bro, they were aura farming, bro. They were aura farming. Yeah, Nini has more episodes than Casey, bro. What the hell? Bro, what the hell? Oh yeah, Toradora, Tiger vs Dragon, Luxray vs Gudra. Oh yeah, movie 20 was gonna be... Bro, movie 20 was gonna have like a different Ultra Beast. Verity's mom was not a lookalike of Cynthia. It was a former Fire type Elite Four, bro. Ash travels to Yagumo, the Yagumo region. It's an anime-only region. It's an anime-only region. I know for a fact that if Anipoke kept on doing movies in the main Ash timeline and using new mons to hint at the next generation, Latias in OS, Lucario in AG, Zoroark in DP, Magearn in X and Y, etc., we would have gotten an Armor Rouge movie in Galar, and he would reveal to have the Ghost Terra because of Cerule Edge. Honestly, dude, an Armor Rouge movie would be so cool. Like, this would be so cool, man. It's a Pokemon world. Like, if you're writing stories, don't confine yourselves to what was revealed back. Like, you could put Electivires in Gen 1 if you really want to. Gonna call my Rocket OCs Nitro and Nimbus. Bro, kinda crazy. Yeah, because this is like the names for the Rocket people before they weren't Rocket people. This is cool. This was always cool. The fact that Ash meets Nebby in a dream and it's a cloud, it's a nice nod to Burnett. It's a nice nod to the original Gen 5 Burnett. Yeah, I feel like that's it, isn't it? I feel like that's it. I was promoting Zack and Abdul's Sword and Shield series for the Sword and Shield 5th anniversary. Yeah, James got no Jotomons. Pokemon Ash Ketchum Pokemon Evolutions. 46. Because of Team Rocket. 18. Not because of Team Rocket. 28. Jesse and James help are 39%. Excluding BW and Sun and Moon because they aren't present. It's 33. Just because of Team Rocket. 18. Not because of Team Rocket. Bro, on average, they helped Ash evolve his Pokemon 47% of the time. On average. Oh yeah, the 4 thing. And then in MPM it's broken at 8, bro. Because it's Gen 8, bro. Yo. The HM slaves. The HM slaves, bro. It's crazy. It should have been a shiny, bro. I want to clarify this. Yes, Diana re-met Amber a year ago, but that's not when she gave the pendant to Liko. There's no inference of that. Yeah, because the thing is that when they talk about, like, when Diana meets Liko, it says a few months ago I re-met Amber, and then she says a year ago. The thing is that when she says a month ago, she's talking about she's not talking in-universe dates. She's talking about, like, episode release dates, right? It's the same thing when Ash meets someone. It's like, the Slate Port contest, it's in 2 weeks. The Sinnoh League is in a month. The Unova and Johto Leagues are in 3 months. When every time that they state, like, I have Pikachu for 2 months. Every time that they state time in the anime, they are stating the time since the episodes, not in-universe time. And this is a problem that a lot of people have. Like, when Diana tells Liko in episode 24, I met Amber a few months ago, that's because the story back then had started a few months ago. And now when she says here in episode 74, a year ago, she's not talking about a year ago when she met Amber, she's talking about a year ago when she re-met Liko in terms of episode count, right? Because it doesn't make any sense that all of that story happens only in over a year. Like, does Liko only get 2 Pokemon in 1 year? That's ridiculous. Like, they are not even traveling that long and are not even in Paldea that long. Like, they pretty much only traveled for 2 months. And Liko was in Indigo for 1 month. So now Horizons is probably, like, you know, in July, August of the month after. Of the year after, I mean. Made this team for Lake Kukui. Honestly, not a bad team. I don't even give it a shiny Torracat here. Honestly, probably because Ash has... I think it's because Ash gets Rowlet and Kukui has Incineroar, so I wanted to give him Brionne. Man, I keep on cooking with these teams, bro. Ash should be... Yo, Gary, Final Companion, yeah. Yo, yeah. How come a series that promotes camaraderie and friendship has Team Rocket still be on the loose? This is no good. And we're in December now, okay? So it's gonna be a short episode like episode 6. Maybe in the second half of the year I tweet less. Post Horizons. It's because they are solid. I don't need to, you know, extrapolate much. Lucius's Entei will become Gouging Fire. Bro, can you imagine if Laquium terraformed Pokemon into their Paradox forms? And Magneton would be attack subject? Bro, it would be insane if that, like, Laquium morphs Pokemon. In order to access Area 0, I think Roy and Dot. Bro, that didn't happen. Let me see. Yeah, that didn't happen, like, at all, man. Oh, because the title was Liko versus Gita, like, but then they realized it's a triple battle. Honestly, okay, here's the thing. And Liko would get her rematch with Grusha. Yeah. And you know, we don't know who Gita would use. Here's the thing. People are not mad that Liko defeated Gita because in reality, Liko did not defeat Gita. Liko, Roy, and Dot defeat Gita. And Gita is using a Glimora. It's like a wall and it's very frail, right? And it's not a full fight in all aspects of the word. Like, I feel like people need to realize one thing. Liko's Florigato defeating Gita's Glimora is no different from Ash's Pikachu defeating Drake's Ditto in the Orange Islands. It's the same thing. She does it in episode 79 and Pikachu did it in episode 117. Okay? Because if La Primera it's the top champion but there are other champion ranked trainers, then Paldea works like the Orange Islands and the video games where you have people in the Hall of Fame. You know, Nemona being one of many, right? The thing is that Liko did not defeat Gita at full capacity. She defeated her Pokemon, one of them. And it's very clear that people are mad because it's the ace, but that's in the main game. In the post game they switch it, and since Horizons it's a Scarvy sequel, Liko has Terapagos as a focal point. It's very clear that, you know, Gita was not, you know, fighting at her fullest. Gita uses her video game dialogue of "I'm incapable of holding back," because why would they write new dialogue if they have game dialogue there? The anime is so synergized with the games that they don't even bother to make new dialogue. We don't even know if Gita is bluffing. Like, that could be headcanon, sure, and an assumption, but come on, guys, you cannot just read things as they are sometimes, you know, you need to have, you know, some imagination. I will say this, it is stupid that they defeat Gita this early and in such fashion, because, you know, Roy and Dot get, you know, momentum party shotted, right? And the thing is, by the Glimmits, right? The thing is, Gita only uses this Pokemon because she wants to test the kids for Pokemon found in Area Zero. That's totally fair, right? However, I feel like they used Gita here because Nemona is stronger, and they use Nemona later for Roy, especially for Lucario, right? I feel like here they could have used Nemona, but only Pawmot, or even another Nemona Pokemon that's not Pawmot. Like, Nemona, you know these kids, test them for me, please and thank you, you know? But the worst part is, Briar goes to Area Zero alone, with no Pokemon to protect her and no bodyguard like we are in the video game. If anything, Rika should have been the battle that Liko needs to face to access Area Zero. It's like her champion assessment interview, and Rika should be with Briar down there to, you know, meet the Paradox Pokemon, and Rika is a ground expert. Fighting Entei would be very beneficial, and when they fight Rayquaza, Rika's knowledge of the Area Zero layers would show that type expertise of hers. Like, it doesn't make any... Like, the one thing that makes less sense than Liko defeating Gita, it's not even the fact that she didn't use Terapagos. No, it's the fact that... Why isn't Briar accompanied by someone down there? That is the one thing people didn't ask, because they were so tunnel vision with feats. Also, they were mad because they are not mad that Liko defeated Gita, they are mad that Liko did one thing that Ash didn't. That's why people are mad. If each episode was one day, Ash would have turned 13 here, and then he would be 14 in Galar. If Ash brought Unova Pokemon to Battle Alan, bro, can you imagine? Absolutely crazy. What is Boldar doing there? Yo, oh, it circles back. Warrior of Light. Yeah, journey to the center of the earth, bro. And that's it. Yeah, episode was short. Yeah, 45 minutes like episode 6 was. Last halves of the year. It's because Horizons, it's safe. There is no controversy for me to speak. But yeah, I do appreciate y'all efforts. Make sure to, do the same as the other parts. Leave a like, share, comment, subscribe to the page. I do appreciate y'all effort and support, really, from the bottom of my heart. I will see you another time, trainers. KuroBlitz out.